Row 2, the 5-car Rodney Combs. To the outside, the 1 of Eddie Carrier Jr. Row 3, 100 of C.S. Fitzgerald. The 114 of Randall Chupp. Row 4 will be made up of the 101 of Benny Feltner. The 32 of Bob Pierce. Row 5 will be the 0 car of Chris Patterson. To the outside, the 99 of David Dixon. And the 118 of Mike Vaughn. So, Ken, after 2 nights of racing, we've come down to the finale.
That's right, Barry. Big 15th. Of course, you can't overlook Jackie Boggs in this heat. Well, and right on down the line.
Before you came on and joined me here, I said this is probably, this is, without a doubt, the best drivers throughout the United States on dirt.
No doubt about it, Barry. Absolutely no doubt about it. And we've got the best right here at Thunder Ridge tonight. Of course, the feature tonight will be 100 racing laps, and what 100 laps it should be. And we're well on schedule tonight, Barry. Everything's going smooth here tonight. And we look for this thing to be over by no later than 11:30. We're trying not to keep you here to 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I'm sure that people for this one will, they'll wait.
Well, we've changed the format around a little bit. We're ready to go, Barry. We are ready to go. The lineup's set. The cars are side by side, door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper. Boggs and Auckland's going to lead them out of turn 4. And I don't think they're going to like this start. They're going to let it go to the backstretch, and then we're going to see a caution, Barry.
Yeah, because he never threw the flag, Ken.
Yeah.
So we'll have a try to come through the consi.
Top 4 from the consi, and the 2 Thunder Ridge regulars that don't make the show. The top point people in Thunder Ridge will make it.
Off the top of your head, do you know who that is at this point?
Well, the top 2 point leaders right now is Jackie Boggs and Brandon Kinser, I think.
This is not going to stand either.
No. I think that's the 2 top points. Side coming out of 4. Jackie gets a jump, and they still don't like it. The official said, let's back them back up. Started it too quick, and they're checking up again. Jackie definitely noted. I mean, he's been here way too many times, Barry. Well, let's see if Combs and Carrier can do it any better.
They're bunched tightly. They look good.
It looks real good. It looks real good. And we got to start. They liked it this time. Rodney Combs, 4 wide. And Eddie Carrier Jr. is going to take the lead down the back chute. Jackie Boggs moving under. Now we got 4 wide. And Jackie Boggs, Rodney Combs, and Eddie Jr. 3 wide on the front chute. Rodney Combs holds on to the lead. Jackie Boggs goes low. And he's going to lead going down the back chute. Here comes Eddie Jr. high. My goodness, what racing, Barry. What racing.
Boggs is awfully strong.
Look here at Eddie Jr. going low, and he's in second. 3 wide coming out of 2.
And they all clear.
Holy moly. Rodney Combs gets shuffled all the way back to 4th. After being second, Jackie Boggs is running off and leaving them. Randall Chupp moving up now. Eddie goes high. That's going to cost him a spot. Rick Auckland's up to second.
Well, Combs got out of shape there too, Ken, in 2.
And he got shuffled way back. Up to 4th is Randall Chupp in the 114 car. This is about the best heat racing we've ever seen, Barry. Look at the 101 car back here on Combs now.
Well, one mistake, one wiggle, and you've lost 2, maybe 3 spots in this.
Hey, you got some good cars back there all the way in the back, and you better not bobble. Look here at Chupp. He's working on the 3rd spot now of Eddie Jr. And Chuck goes high. He's got a problem. I believe he's got a flip. No, he got it straight back out.
That's exactly what we talked about, Ken.
He was lucky to hold on to 4th. He had a good lead. Now we got the 118 car of Vaughn pulls up. He's going to bring out a caution.
Mike Vaughn will bring out the first caution of the evening in what has been an exciting heat race.
They're off.
Boy, Boggs got a good job. Look at Chuck.
Better not go to sleep as Chuck pulled right up on him. But now Auckland's won a taste of Boggs. I don't think anybody's going to run with Boggs in this heat. Stringing them out now, Barry.
Yeah, Boggs is really strong.
Well, I don't think the flip-flop of the first row made very much difference to you.
No.
That's the front row we're running 1 and 2 right now.
Exactly. You're exactly right. And gosh, Jackie Boggs looks stout.
He's going to be tough tonight, Barry. But now I'll tell you something we got to look at tonight. We've got 100 laps of racing, completely different.
You got to look at tire wear, and you got to have the brakes, Ken, to win 100 laps.
Right. Well, you've got drivers here that's got a lot more experience in 100-lap races. A lot more experience, and that means a lot. But Jackie Boggs is going to be a definite contender. There's no doubt about it.
3 spots right now. The top 3 pretty well locked in.
We're going to take the top 6.
But those 3 have pulled away, haven't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
Bob Pierce is the man on the bubble, and the CS Fitzgerald is after him.
Well, look at Benny Feltner.
Oh, he's holding on to 4th, doing a great job.
Rodney Combs running 5th.
Sixth is Bob Pierce. 7th is Fitzgerald.
White flag.
Yeah, we just got 1 to go.
But Jackie Boggs is just simply checked out. Rick Auckland right there in 2nd, and Randall Chuck safely in 3rd. Now here's the battle coming out. Let's look at this, Ken, coming out of 4. It's Feltner, Combs, and Pierce.
Your top 6 was Boggs, Auckland, Chubb, Feltner, Rodney Combs, and Bob Pierce. That's the top 6. They will transfer, Barry.
So that's it for late model heat number 1. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back. This is the Intermountain Sports Network. After an exciting first heat race, we're ready for late model heat number 2. On the pole in this one will be the 11 car of Joe Meadows. To the outside, the 71C, R.J. Conley. Row 2, the 10 car of Paul Harris. 32, Greg Lucas. Row 3 will be the 18 of Brandon Kenzer. To the outside, the 0 car of Scott Bloomquist. Row 4, K9, Charlie Schwartz. The 48 of Richard Callahan. The 9 car of Larry Collins. And the 40 car of Richard Cheney. So, Ken, we've got 6 that are in, 6 looking to get in.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
This one doesn't look that strong, does it?
Well, you got a couple of cars starting back. Bloom was starting back in row 3, and Schwartz starting back in row 4. We're ready to go. Looks like good. They've got to let that go.
And they do.
3 wide. And
boy, Meadows, he's running that in.
And Conley. Bloomquist has to check up. Schwartz gets banged. Schwartz is running in front of Bloomquist right now, but up front, Meadows and Conley side by side.
Harris holding 3rd pretty well right now.
Charlie Schwartz moving up and moving up quick.
Bloomquist starting to work traffic too, Ken.
Well, Bloomquist working the high side.
Boy, he's put in he almost got pinched off there.
He hits the wall. He hits the wall. Let's see if he gets you going. He does. It didn't seem to affect him none. But I'll tell you what, Bloomquist is not in a transfer spot right now.
He runs right behind Brandon Kenzer.
Run down the top 6 for him, Barry.
It's Meadows, Conley, Harris. We've got Schwartz,
Lucas,
and
Kenzer.
Kenzer.
That's your top 6.
Now Bloomquist making a move on Kenzer. Boy, Kenzer holding him off pretty well this early.
Great job of Brandon Kenzer holding off Scott Bloomquist.
They're running side by side.
Kenzer's not letting up. But Bloomquist is going to get him going in. But let's see if Kenzer can hold him down the back chute. Here he comes back on him. But Bloomquist solidly in 6th spot now.
Kinser's not giving him anything.
No, he's giving him absolutely nothing. Great driving by Brandon Kinser, trying to hold off one of the great ones, no doubt about it, but Bloomquist now pulls out. Joe Meadows running way out front.
What's happened to Paul Harris? Paul Harris is fading here, Ken.
He's fading big time. He's all the way back to fifth. And Bloomquist gaining on him. Look at Charlie Swartz going for second, Barry. And has got it. And him and Conley get together. We can hear them say 8 laps down, Barry. 8 laps, I believe, down. We got 4
Boy, they're going fast.
Boy, Charlie Swartz is something to watch, ain't he, Barry?
Well, he doesn't have, I personally think, the best of equipment right now, but he will really throw it in
the
there.
leader's way out in front. Joe Meadows way out in front. 10, 15 car lengths more.
Conley holding second, and Schwartz right there in third.
Fourth is Greg Lucas. Fifth is Paul Harris.
Bloomquist just picked Harris off.
Harris sixth and Bloomquist fifth. Now Bloomquist working on the 32 car of Greg Lucas.
Bloomquist's going to try to split those cars.
There's no room there, Bloomquist. We've got the, I thought that's the checkered flag, but white flag next time around as Meadows got a huge lead. Boy, Scott Bloomquist is putting on a show. Look at this. Look at this. Something happens to Harris.
Yeah, he pulled up. He pulled up. That's going to cost him a spot.
The leader with 1 lap to go. 1 to go.
Yeah, he's gone to the pits, Ken.
Yeah. Well, that took a lot of excitement, right, except for second.
Well, that could very well. Let's see if this makes Kinser a spot.
Let's get them as they come across. Joe Meadows wins it. Coming in for second will be
a dead heat.
I don't know. Swartz and Conley was side by side. Then Bloomquist is fourth.
And Kinser got a transfer spot.
Fifth is Lucas and sixth is Kinser. Oh, my goodness.
We don't know what's said about second.
I don't know. Your guess is good as mine.
A dead heat.
A dead heat.
We couldn't call it from here. That's heat race number 2, and an exciting one it was. Let's take a short break, and we'll be right back. This is the Intermountain Sports Network. Row 2, the 71 of Delmas Conley. To the outside, the 00 of Booper Bear. Row 3, the B4 of Jack Boggs. To the outside of him will be the 16 of Paul Davis. Row 4, the 66 of Sean Holliday. The C9 of Steve Casebolt Jr. B12 Kevin Weaver, and the 1C of Eddie Carrier Sr. as we're under green.
Billy Hicks jumps out to a lead on the back chute. I don't know if we can get any better, Barry. I just don't think we can.
I don't think we can match the first 2.
And Joe Meadows gets way out.
We got 2 cars together, Ken, down in 4.
I believe that's the Weaver car, the Eddie Carrier Sr. and Kevin Weaver. It was a great heat. We're ready to go again.
Yeah, we're going.
Jack Boggs gets shuffled way back.
Paul Davis to the outside of him. Now Boggs will slide in front of Davis.
3 wide again back there. Kevin Weaver made it 3 wide.
Well, Sean Holliday sticking that 66 car in there. He's pinned in between 2 cars.
And Weaver's going to go by on him on the low side. Weaver picking up spots now. Weaver's got to come from dead last to up to 6 to at least make the show tonight. Let's see if he can do it.
Well, you mentioned earlier the inexperience. And I think Sean Holliday was a prime example right there.
Hey, I've seen Sean Holliday run here several times this year, and I'm very, very impressed with him.
But he got pinned. Exactly.
Yeah. And he'll pick it up as time goes by.
Thornsbury better step it out because they're closing on him.
Booper Bear goes low and makes it 2 wide. with Delmas Conley. I was talking to Conley a little earlier this evening, Barry.
Look at this. Look at Davis and Boggs.
And Davis, he was trying to pass Boggs. And look at Weaver right on the tail of Davis now.
They're going 3 wide. As Blackjack clears Davis.
Look at Booper Bear going low now. Look at Weaver going on the high side of Boggs and Davis and gets them both.
Now Davis working on Boggs.
Your leaders, Billy Hicks, let's not forget him. Shannon Thornsbury, Delmas Conley, Booper Bear, there's the top 4. Weaver and Boggs rounds out the top 6.
Davis right there trying to pick that 6th spot off.
Hey, Kevin Weaver's one of the fastest cars here again tonight, Barry. He started 20th in the feature last night and finished 5th. And he's coming through this heat race after starting dead last.
Boy, look at that battle for 6th for that final transfer spot.
Davis and Boggs.
They are going at it.
The rest of the top 5 are pretty well strung out. And boy, and this is good racing. Good racing. Side by side, Davis pulls up on his numbers. Boggs holds him off. That's going to be the race of the night right there. The man on the bubble, Jack Boggs, the B4 car.
Davis checked just a little bit and lost some ground there.
Look here. Look here.
He come back.
And he got him that lap. He's got it. Here comes Boggs back. Boggs is coming on him. He's going to have to wait till the next lap.
That is the most exciting part of the racing right now that's going on the track is that 6th spot.
Hicks already up in the lap traffic. We forgot about him. He's the fur ahead. Billy Hicks, your leader.
Well, Thornsbury, a solid 2nd.
Good run for Shannon Thornsbury in 2nd. 3rd is Delmas Conley. 4th is Booper Bear. 5th is Kevin Weaver. And 6th is Paul Davis.
And Boggs is still after him. He's tracking him.
Caution, we got a car that is where? Where's he at? Big Eddie. Eddie Carrier Sr. in the 1C car. He breaks. And he's going to be going into the pits. This is going to bunch him up a little. But Billy Hicks, talked to him a little earlier. We're off.
Back.
Here comes Boggs low. This is what we was talking about, but Davis holding him off.
And I think Davis got the line he wanted there.
I don't know how many laps is left, Barry. I'm sorry we didn't check it there during that quick caution. We're going to have the white flag come out this time, I think. So this race is got... No, not yet. Only a 12-lap race.
Ken, he's not gaining on him.
No, Davis. In fact, Davis is gaining on Weaver. Davis is gaining on Weaver.
Hicks and Thornsbury. Here's the white flag.
One to go.
No, he's pulling away from Boggs, I believe.
Yeah. I wouldn't know if there's something wrong with Boggs' car. What do you think, Barry? That's just not like it.
I don't, well.
He wasn't that slow earlier in the race. Here's your winner, Billy Hicks in the 6th.
Look at this battle here. We got another one at the line between Booper Bear and Conley.
Got him for 3rd. No, I don't believe it. This is just unbelievable racing. Unbelievable.
That one, again, we can't call yet.
Well, I think
Booper Bear may have got him.
I think he was quite a bit, compared to what Charlie and RJ was a while ago, he won by a mile.
But Davis, I believe, will get that 6th transfer spot.
Oh, yeah, he was well in the 6th. What a race.
So that'll do it for late model heat number 3. To the outside, the 1 of Eddie Carrier Jr., the row 6, the 10 of Paul Harris. To the outside, the 1C, Eddie Carrier Sr., and at the end of the field, the 118 of Mike Vaughn. Awfully good cars there, Ken, that has a long way to go. And how many are we taking out of this one?
We're going to take the top 4 only. Top 4 only. We've got 18 now already locked into the 100-lap feature. 18 is locked in. We're going to take 4 from this, and of course the 2 Thunder Ridge points leaders that have not made it so far.
Have you figured out who that is?
Who it is? Well, if
we know Jackie made it.
If Harris don't make it in the top 4, And he's starting back. We're ready to go, by the way. He'll be one of them. And probably Richard Callahan, but we'll see. As out of turn 4, Fitzgerald is a little bit of a lead. And they say no.
We're going to start them over.
Complete restart. As the C9 car, he gets a little sideways and holds it.
So the flagman did not like the start, and we'll have a complete restart. Lights out, so
well,
we'll
they need
try
to
it
punch
again.
them up a little bit better than this.
Lights out, though.
They lights out. They're not waiting on anyone.
He's waving it. No.
And
Let's see if
I think they're going to say no.
Yeah, you're right, because the green went off.
And this is going to be a good start. It has to be. Fitzgerald leads them in the turn, and Fitzgerald goes way up the track.
And over the bank, yes.
And
he shot over between 1 and 2.
Don't know what happened to Fitzgerald.
I think he just lost it, Ken. Callahan didn't tap him till he started it over, did he?
Like that, we're ready to roll. We are going to rock and roll. And Boggs starts them.
Good
and
start.
We're off. Good start. Callahan going high. Boggs is low, and Boggs is going to shoot out down the back chute.
Boy, look at Carrier battle through there.
Yeah, Carrier's trying to move up. He just wants to make the show, and he's moved up a couple of 3 spots already, Barry.
He's picked up 3.
It's Boggs, Callahan, the 9-car Smokey Collins, and Davey Dixon, your top 4.
Patterson looking at Dixon right now. And Carrier is looking at both of them.
He has found life in the consolation race. Carrier moving up to 5th. And he almost gets into it, but he keeps it straight. And now Patterson goes low on him, takes that spot back.
Break there for Dave Dixon as they gave him some breathing room.
Well, the top 4 is pulling away from Patterson and the Carrier right now. And now Carrier got by Patterson. He is in 5th. And Carrier quickly moving up on the 9-car Smokey Collins now. Smokey running with Davey Dixon. Dixon is in 3rd.
Look. Paul
Harris passed the 0-car of Patterson also.
And now Carrier's going to pick Collins off. It's just, I think, a matter of time here.
It don't look good for the 9-car as Eddie Carrier Jr. slides underneath of him and takes over the 4th and a final transfer spot.
Now he's looking at Dave Dixon down the back straight. Harris is coming after Collins.
Jack Boggs on a cruise control here, leading the consolation race. Boggs got
Carrier gaining quickly on Dixon, quickly.
Well, Carrier's, we've seen him run over here before, Barry. He's an extremely fast car. We know he's capable of coming up through. He's already in a transfer spot.
He closed that gap quickly, though.
And is looking to move up another notch. He'd be content to stop right there and take that. But he don't know how close Harris is on it.
Well, Harris, as you said, will make it on his point standings here. If he remains where he is. Well, he will anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, Harris has already got the race made by virtue of points. Boy, Jack Boggs seems like he's scraping this ball.
118 of Mike Vaughn, something's happened. He's pulling up.
See how slow. This could affect this 4th place back here. Well, he's not pulled up, but he almost.
Boy, he's really slow, though.
That's right. Boggs.
And now look, that closes Carrier right up on Dixon.
Yeah, yeah. And don't forget Harris. Boggs and Richard Callahan running first and second. Third is Davey Dixon, and fourth, and the man on the bubble is the one car of Eddie Carrier Jr. Mike Vaughn is just running on the low side of the track, getting out of everybody's way, Barry.
He's doing the right thing, Ken. He's letting the leaders, letting the fast cars go.
3 to go. 12 down, 3 to go, Barry. 12 laps down, 3 to go.
Boy, Harris is really racing Carrier for that spot.
And both of them got the race made right there. But Harris is going to go high on him. Boggs will get the white flag next time under. And Harris now all over the one car of Eddie Jr. White flag, 1 to go.
Boggs led the entire 15 laps, I believe.
Carrier still holding off.
Harris tried to go high there.
Here comes the checkered flag for Jack Boggs, as Jack Boggs is going to win it. There's one transfer. Richard Callahan is second. Third is Davey Dixon, and fourth is Eddie Carrier Jr. Now, the outside, row number 11. Driving the 1C car from Hazard, Kentucky, Eddie Carrier Jr. Inside, row number 11, from Blackie, Kentucky, driving the 99 car, that's David Dixon. From Flatwoods, Kentucky, driving the 48 car, Richard Callahan. Inside, row number 10. From Grayson, Kentucky, the 3-time dirt track world champion, the 1995 winner of the World 100, driving the B4 car, Black Jack Boggs. Outside, row number 9, from Pilgrim, Kentucky, driving the 16 car, that's Paul Davis. Inside, row number 9, from Allen, Kentucky, he drives the number 18 car, another rookie, Brandon Kentzer. Outside, row number 8, from Danville, Illinois, the 96 UMP Fall National Champion. He drives the 32 car. He's the tall, cool one, Bob Pierce. From Gibson City, Illinois, driving the B12 car, he's the 92 UMP National Champion. From Gibson City, Illinois, the Flatland Flyer, Kevin Weaver. Driving the 32 car, from Whitesburg, Kentucky, make welcome Greg Lucas. Inside, row number 7, driving the 5 car, a man with numerous dirt late model victories, from Lost Creek, West Virginia, make welcome Rodney Combs. Starting outside in row number 6, he drives the 71 car from Wheelersburg, Ohio, with over 700 career victories. Give Demas Conley a big hand. From Mooresburg, Tennessee, the 1988 1990 World 100 winner, 1995 Dream 100 winner, the two-time Tampa national champion. He drives the 0 car now, Scott Plumquist. Outside, row number 5, from Beulah, Kentucky, he drives the 101 car. Make welcome, Bad Ben Feltner. From Rockbridge, Bass, Virginia, he drives the 00 car. Give a big Thunder Ridge welcome to Booper Bears. From Wheelersburg, Ohio, he drives the 71C car. The track record holder here at Thunder Ridge, R.J. Conley. From Knoxville, Tennessee, he drives the 114 car, the 1994 track champion here at Thunder Ridge. Welcome back, Randall Chubb. From Martin, Kentucky, driving the 17 car, Shannon Thornsbury. From Ashland, Kentucky, the 1992 Dirt Track World Champion. He drives the K9 car, the original Dirt Late Model Outlaw, Charlie Schwartz. All the way from Fargo, North Dakota, the 89 Outlaw National Champion, the 1997 Show Me 100 winner. Let's give a big Eastern Kentucky welcome to Rick Auckland. From the great state of North Carolina, he drives the 6 car. Let's give a big welcome to Billy Hicks. From Bexley, West Virginia, he's on the outside of row number 1. He drives a very familiar, the 11 car. Make welcome Joe Meadows. The man with 5 victories already at Thunder Ridge this year. He's from Grayson, Kentucky. He's got over 100 victories in his career. He won here last night. He drives the 4B car. He's on the pole of the 1997 Thunder Ridge 100, Jackie Boggs.
There you have the starting lineups for little Jackie. He's lightning fast, but you know there's
100 laps.
That's right. Who knows? You gotta hit that right compound on your tires. A lot of factors to take into consideration.
For Shannon Thornsbury, the lights out. We're going to get some green flag racing. I bet Jackie starts this in all right. He's not going to take any chances here. They're already on the gas and coming out of turn 4.
Looks like a good start.
Give it to them, they said. We're off and running.
Schwartz bangs hard into Rick Auckland down between 1 and 2.
And Thornsbury and Chubb running side by side up front.
Over here, Dixon and Boggs are together.
And it's still green light racing. They need to get shuffled out down through there. Joe Meadows leads lap 1. He jumped out over Boggs and Meadows.
Well, we had some banging there.
We've got the 18 of Kentzer. He almost pulls up. Let's see what happens. He's keeping it going. He's keeping it going. As Joe Meadows leads them, then it's Jackie Boggs, Billy Hicks, Charlie Schwartz, Randall Chubb coming up through the field very quickly. He's trying to take over the 4th spot from Charlie Schwartz.
Rick Auckland's got his car back under control as he really took a bang from Charlie Schwartz on the first
went
lap.
Backwards. 100 laps, folks. That's a long race. Chuck still under Schwartz. He may have him this time. Let's see. And
Schwartz is off the track.
He hits the guardrail, and let's see if that does him in. He's going to pull up. Probably busted a tire at the least. Chuck up to fourth, though.
He's still running it.
Still running it. Thought that may bring out a caution. Try to give you a rundown here. It's Joe Meadows, Jackie Boggs, Rick Auckland. That's your top three. Fourth is Randall Chubb. Fifth is the 12 car of Rick Auckland. Sixth is Booper Bear. Seventh is Charlie Schwartz.
Shannon Thornsbury in eighth.
And ninth is Scott Bloomquist. Bloomquist's not moving up like he normally does.
Conley runs 10th, and now Bloomquist working on Thornsbury. Boy, Joe Meadows, he's pulling away from the field a little bit right now.
Into lap traffic as it looks like Brandon Kinzer, last man on the lead lap, and Joe Meadows is quickly closing on him.
Hicks pulling right in on Jackie Boggs, too. Billy Hicks starting to reel him in.
Bloomquist and Pierce fighting back for the ninth spot now. Good battle back there. Tell you what, Joe Meadows, they're not making any ground up on Joe Meadows, Barry.
He's pulling away from him.
He's pulling away from the field. He is pulling away from the field. Jack Boggs moving up. He's moving up through the field a little bit.
Some of those cars back there right now need a caution badly because Joe Meadows is right on the verge.
Well, they don't have
of lapping some cars.
No caution so far. Now, Bloomquist has got around Thornsbury.
And Pierce.
And Pierce also, and him and Pierce is putting on a ferocious battle back, further back into the field.
Bloomquist is going to get him down the front straight, I think, Ken.
Now our leaders is just coming up on the lap car of Brandon Kinzer. Your top four is still the same. And now we got to spin out over in turn number 4, and Joe Meadows, he may be, no, he's not involved in it as
we can't see either number from here the way the cars are setting. They're facing the oncoming cars.
Can't make out who it was. As Joe Meadows, your leader, he's there. Then it's Jackie Boggs.
One of them was Callahan, I believe, isn't it?
And Greg Lucas, I think, is the other one. Callahan and Lucas is the two spinning cars. This will give us time to kind of catch our breath.
Well, we were really clipping them off there.
We were clipping them off. How many laps do we have down? 9 laps down, Barry, so.
I don't think that came out, though, soon enough for Brandon Kinzer. Do you?
I don't think so.
I think he'd...
No, I believe he stayed on the lead lap. Joe Meadows gets on the gas in turn 3, and we're off and running. 3 wide back for the 4th spot. And the 12 car of Auckland all over Randall Chubb.
Boy, Thornsbury and Conley really banged through 1 and 2.
Bob Pierce is putting pressure on Scott Bloomquist, too.
The 99's pulled up, Ken, in front of us.
Yeah,
that's
that's
Dixon.
going to bring out a car. Caution.
And right there, Ken, to watch it.
Yeah, they're kind of picking up a little speed now, not full speed. Now they get a
good start.
Good start, and we're off again. Quickly, 2, 3 wide back in the pack. And this time, Chuck in 4th got a little bit better start, and Auckland just couldn't do the same thing to him. But here goes Auckland now. Auckland has found a little bit of life after the restart.
I think Auckland slowed up a little bit because he tapped Booper Bear and had to bring his back under control.
Yeah, we got the 17 car, Shannon Thornsbury, slowing. Don't know what the problem is with it. And I believe he's going to try to make it all the way off without bringing out a caution. He's going up high on the track as he can go, and he's going to bring out a caution.
Yeah, caution lights on, even though Shannon is still moving.
Look who.
They're off.
They're off and running.
And look who's trying to slide under Joe Meadows.
We got 3 wide coming out of 4 to get it started.
Boy, Meadows held Boggs off.
Boggs and Hicks is pretty well running side by side. Look at Bloomquist hitting the high side. Bloomquist hitting the high side. And Charlie Schwartz is up there also. If he ever gets around the K9 car, Charlie Schwartz, Bloomquist's going to be using that high side all night long. He dips down low and tries
3
to get
wide.
Charlie. Boy, it takes a lot of nerve to do it, Barry. I want you to look at that 3 and 4 wide right there. Look at that. Look at that. Bloomquist and Bob Pierce now moves past Bloomquist, but Bloomquist comes back on him.
Bloomquist, I think he's trying to clear Booper Bear.
Yeah.
That may be holding him a little.
Well, there's 4 cars running right there about the same speed, Barry. About the same speed.
Look at Joe Meadows pull away.
Yeah, he's gone. He is off and gone.
And Hicks all over Boggs right now.
We got 3-4 car battle for second, really, as Boggs, Hicks,
Randall Chubb and Rick Auckland.
and Rick Auckland, they're all right there for that second spot.
Gosh, Meadows is impressive right now.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful run so far by the 11 car from Beckley, West Virginia, Joe Meadows. Leading the Thunder Ridge in 100.
He's driving the Tim Logan car from Moorhead.
Hey, what? There's the cars in the back of the field now. Just not make. Look at Kevin Weaver come up through the field. He just passed Bloomquist. Watch out for that B12 car, Barry. He is on the move. Last night here, he come from 20th to 5th. And tonight
He's not playing games either with Booper Bear. Look at this, Ken, down the front straight.
He started 15th tonight, and he is already up into the top 10. Watch out for the B12 car of Kevin Weaver. Lap's clicking off good now. Good long green run here.
Boggs closing in on Meadows. He's made a lot of that distance up.
He's still got a 3-car battle back there. Hey, don't look down, but Jackie Boggs
He just did, yeah.
He is catching Joe Meadows. Jackie Boggs has caught him. I don't know if he picked up speed or Meadows slowed down, Barry.
No, he just run him down, Ken.
Look here, he's got it. We got to fight for the lead.
No longer. Well,
Boggs taps him.
Meadows holds him off.
Says, excuse me, Mr. Meadows, but
I want through.
I would like to lead a while. Hey, look at that 32 car, Bob Pierce, moving into 4th place right now.
Jackie Boggs has looked low. He's looked high. He can put that car right now anywhere he wants to.
I tell you what, the 2 cars that are really on the move right now, though, Barry, is 32 car of Bob Pierce and the B12 car of Kevin Weaver. He just keeps picking them off.
We may have a lead change right here, Ken. As Boggs had a good run on him.
He's going to go low. That's one of Jackie's favorite lines here, but Meadows is going to hold him off. Bob Pierce, a very, very impressive run. Started all the way back in 17th.
Well, looks like now Auckland's picking it up.
I believe he is. Well, this race is going back and forth like a teeter-totter or something.
His car's definitely coming in. Rick Auckland's coming in now.
We're getting into some lap traffic, and this is really going to change the way everyone's running. Weaver's still working on Randall Chubb, and he may pick off Chubb right here.
Well, let's keep an eye on that 12 car.
He is trying to make a move for second. Rick Auckland in the 12 car. He goes low on Boggs. He's got him cleared right now.
Ken, I told you he was coming.
Yes. You were right, Barry. You were 100% right. In fact, he's going for the lead. Here comes Rick Auckland for the lead. He's going to get it in lap traffic as Meadows goes high. Auckland clearly out in front of the 11 car of Meadows now. But don't look now, but here comes Bob Pierce. Here comes the tall, cool one, looking for a way through that mess also. Auckland, your new leader. And now Auckland's pulling away from him. Auckland is pulling away from him.
He seemed content there for a while, Ken. Just he was running third. You didn't really notice him, and then I saw him pick it up.
Jackie Boggs just squeezed Bob Pierce off as Pierce is absolutely all over him. And that is the third place car. Bob Pierce going for third. Auckland is your leader.
Boy, he is lapping cars.
Just put a lap on the 18 of Kitzer. And is working on the 101 of Benny Feltner now and has got him a lap down.
Auckland is flying.
Thought he may have slowed a little there, but he picks it back up coming out of 4. And
Ken, the advantage here, too, now is that Meadows has got to get through that traffic to get to him.
I tell you what, there's 2 cars sitting right behind Meadows. And the one in particular, and that's the 32 of Bob Pierce, he is making waves. Because he is going for second right now, Barry. Believe it or not, Bob Pierce is your new second place car as of that lap. Now, I'll tell you something, Bob Pierce is going to run down the 12 car. He is moving just too fast.
He's the fastest car out there right now.
The only one faster may be the B12 car, and he just keeps coming.
I think right now the 32 of Pierce is the fastest car on the track.
Rick Auckland, Fargo, North Dakota, he is your leader. Bob Pierce in the 32 is second. Third is Joe Meadows. Fourth is Jackie Boggs. Let's see who is in fifth, as the fifth place car will be the B12 car of Kevin Weaver. He's already up to fifth again tonight, Barry.
Can't count, definitely can't count him out, but
don't look now, but
I think right now, though, the fastest car out there is Pierce.
Don't look now, but here comes Scott Bloomfield. Picks up the 7. Oh, unbelievable. Now let's see. Clear track between Auckland and Pierce. Let's see if they hold it. Let's see if Pierce is gaining on it.
I believe he is closing some, Ken. But not a lot.
Auckland's running the low line, and so is the 32 of Bob Pierce. Now Jackie Boggs is hitting the high line. We got a car that's about to blow up out there, and I believe it's the 101 of Benny Feltner smoking a little. Let's see what happens.
We know Rick Auckland doesn't want to see a caution.
The 6th place car is Booper Bear, and the 7th is...
We've got one pulled up, Ken. Who is this over here?
That is the K9 of Charlie Schwartz. That could bring out a caution. Now this is going to get interesting. It's going to put Pierce right on the bumper of Auckland.
This is what we talked about a little earlier. Rick didn't want this, I'm sure.
But now here's another thing it does. It also closes up Kevin Weaver on these cats, and he is flying. And Bloomquist has found some speed here midway through the race as he has moved up to 7. Stay with us, folks. It is one thing, Barry. Let's get back to the tire situation. As you see, Joe Meadows there, he just jumped out to a huge lead.
Used them up, Ken.
Used them up. I don't know if they're gone for good or not. He may come back later in the race. We'll see. But now you take somebody back there like the 00 of Booper Bear or the 0 or Bloomquist.
They know how to save those tires.
You better watch them out. And there sits the 5 car of Rodney Combs. An old veteran of dirt. He's a veteran. 34 laps down, Barry. We do have 34 laps down. Straggle. But they're off and running. Now let's see if Pierce can get around Auckland. But here comes Joe Meadows again. Joe Meadows working on Pierce for second, and he's got it. But can he hold it? Auckland still stretching it out. It's still Rick Auckland, your leader. Joe Meadows is solidly in second. Bob Pierce is third.
And right now, it looks like Meadows' car's come back in.
It has. He almost goes over the hill, but he saves it. As he went extremely high that time. Extremely high.
Don't look now, but Booper Bear's making a move, too.
Booper Bear and Scott Bloomquist running side by side. Look here, Joe Meadows is taking the lead. Joe Meadows, your new leader.
He just flew by Rick Auckland.
Just blowed by him. Lost it for a while. He's got it back. Bloomquist now in front of the 00 of Booper Bear. That puts him up to sixth. Kevin Weaver, though, is the fifth place car. Right now, it's Meadows, Auckland, Bob Pierce, Jackie Boggs, Kevin Weaver, and Scott Bloomquist, your top six.
Well, you think maybe that short caution allowed Meadows' tires to cool down?
They cooled down a little bit, and he got some new life in them, and he is off to the races again.
Meadows has really found that high line.
Well, your top six is pretty well strung out now, Barry.
Meadows running right on the edge, Ken. He is riding that edge.
Right on the ragged edge, too, Barry, as he is just about dropping that right rear off the top of the track every time around. Boy, Pierce is hugging this front wall here. Meadows, Auckland, Pierce. The top six seem to be pretty well strung out now. I believe Bob Pierce just moved up into second. No,
Auckland held him off.
Auckland held him off. Boggs dipped down low and put the lap on the 48 of Callahan.
Well, now it looks just from up here as if probably the fastest car on the track is Boggs.
Bloomquist working. He's caught Kevin Weaver now.
Boggs is just not getting the bite out of three, coming out of two that Meadows is.
And now that's going to allow some
caution out, Ken. Caution.
Where would it be? Where would it be? I don't see anything.
And they're off.
Green flag. Green flag. They will not let him on.
So Callahan can't get back on the track.
Just wasn't quick enough. Here goes Auckland for the lead. And Bloomquist just got by Weaver. Bloomquist up to fifth. Can he hold Weaver off?
Yeah, he clears him.
And darts under the 4B car of Jackie Boggs, but Jackie Boggs is going to hold him off.
And Weaver is not giving that position up easily either. He's trying to get back under Bloomquist.
Well, we got three wide racing, and soon to have three wide for the lead as Meadows, Auckland, and Bob Pierce is...
Auckland is coming back to the front.
Caution may have hit him, and Pierce is coming to the front.
But watch coming out of two.
He all went too high. And Pierce and Auckland both got around him. Here goes Bob Pierce for the lead. Bob Pierce working the high line, Auckland working the low line, coming out of turn 4, and side by side.
It's Auckland. Ken, we mentioned that Joe Meadows, he had that high line working.
Look who just moved into fourth, Barry, the 0 car, Scott Bloomquist.
That'll slide Boggs back to 5th. And he's about to lose another spot.
Pierce is your new leader. He was in front of Auckland that time. Well, there ain't nobody can't say that Thunder Ridge you can't pass on it. You hear that about a lot of dirt tracks, but not here at Thunder Ridge, as
we've seen a lot of passing.
Already 4 or 5 changes for the lead, as Bob Pierce is your new leader. Then it's Rick Auckland right on his tail. Then Joe Meadows, and Scott Bloomquist is looming back in 4th spot.
Right now you have to give the edge to Bloomquist as being quickest just by looking at the cars on the track.
He may have saved his tires just a little bit better also, Barry, as he's taking his time. He knows he don't have to win it on the...
We got one that's over, one that's over.
Not yet. They've no caution yet, no caution yet. And now it is. As Jackie Boggs loses it, that's going to put him to the tail end of the field.
So there's one of your leaders. He was right up there in the mix.
But barely now. If he brings out a caution, he's in trouble. He's just going to have to wait for it and hope to stay in front. Pierce leads them coming out of the green. Joe Meadows goes high on Rick Auckland. Scott Bloomquist drops to the low side. And Scott Bloomquist is 4th. 5th is Kevin Weaver. Meadows still riding that high line.
Amazing.
I mean, really high. Well, that's where Jackie Boggs was riding it. It finally caught him.
It bit him.
It bit him. They're kind of getting strung out now. We're over halfway. 51 down, 51 down. Bloomquist drops low on Meadows. Can he get him? Meadows is going to hold him off. Jackie Boggs is doing a good job staying out in front. But Bob Pierce is closing on him.
And Pierce is about half a lap behind him.
Scott Bloomquist and Joe Meadows.
He got a good run. He may get him this time.
He has got him. He has got him, I believe. Bloomquist kind of slows up. Did he do it? He's got it. 3rd place, Scott Bloomquist. Bloomquist gets a little sideways as he hit the rough spot there in turn number 1. Now he's got his eyes set on the 12 car, your 2nd place car, Rick Auckland.
Look at Kevin Weaver coming after them.
He'll be there. Kevin will be there before this race is over. He's another one that knows how to save his cars. Bloomquist rides that high line himself now. Bob Pierce, still your leader, folks. All the way from Danville, Illinois, Bob Pierce.
Auckland right there, though.
Weaver has just cleared the 11 car, Joe Meadows. Well, not quite, as Meadows comes back on him, but he's going to get him coming out of 4, I believe.
Weaver's moving, Ken. He is definitely on the move.
Don't look now, but Auckland is right on the bumper of Bob Pierce.
We may see another lead change here.
Dust is picking up quite a bit, too. They have to throw a caution to clear the dust. Bloomquist running low now. Here goes Auckland for the lead. Believe it or not, here goes Rick Auckland coming back on Bob Pierce for the lead.
They run side by side down the front straight.
And boy, he had to scrape the wall. He was right up against it.
Pierce held him off, but I think it's only a matter of time, Ken.
Auckland seems to have found new life here. He's drifted back and forth all night between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now he's working for the lead. He may have lead this lap now. Pierce held him off.
They're coming up on some heavy traffic.
This could be a lead change, too. They'll use traffic to block each other. Let's see who comes out ahead. Pierce seemed to have some sheet metal or something dragging on the front. Let's see if that'll affect it.
Pierce is going to clear Kinzer, and Auckland dives underneath him.
And they're also running down Jackie Boggs, as Jackie Boggs is quickly going to be pulled up on to get lapped if he ain't careful. He needs a caution right now. Pierce doing a good job working lap traffic.
He's making the holes. Auckland just following him through.
Yeah, Auckland's content just to follow him right now. Well, he seems to be pulling away from him, O'Barry. It's still Bob Pierce, Rick Auckland, and Scott Bloomquist is in third, and
Kevin Weaver is in fourth now.
And they pulled away from Kevin Weaver. Now we don't have any lap cars between the top two. Next man they pull up on will be the 4B car of Jackie Boggs. Boy, Auckland right there. Auckland is right there. I'll tell you what, they pulled away from the third place of Scott Bloomquist. Tell you what, there's little doubt about the two fastest cars on the track right now, Barry, and that's our two leaders.
Yeah, and hey, they are all over each other.
Auckland just trying to find a way, just waiting for a little bit of a bobble on the part of Bob Pierce. Boy, there's some heavy lap traffic coming up here, though, Barry. Some heavy, heavy lap traffic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars right in front of your leaders. 5 cars they're going to have to get through.
Here's where you have to make the right decision.
Barring a caution, they'll have to clear every one of them.
Uh-oh, we got a bump, Ken, right in front of the leaders.
Auckland gets caught up in it. Let's see if he keeps it going. He keeps it going. Pierce keeps it going. He's not collected in it. I believe he's all right. I don't know who all else. Your third place car, Scott Bloomquist, is through it.
It happened right in front of the leaders.
That's all they rotated.
Auckland made it through. The 48 car, the 32 car.
All the cars are moving.
That could be Jackie Boggs. Bob Pierce has got some severe damage to his
You're right.
rear quarter panel. I really don't think that'll hurt him that much.
That's Jackie Boggs.
Yeah, got tore up pretty good.
So that's going to finish him, Ken.
Yeah, his man lost the tie rod in. Tough luck for Jackie Boggs.
Place car.
Lucas is third, fourth is Kevin Weaver.
Then I think Booper Bear.
Rodney Combs is up there, and he's not a lap down now, I don't think. I may be wrong, but I don't think Rodney Combs is a lap down.
You move back
Paul
that
Davis
far.
and then Rodney Combs.
Right.
We're off and running. 34 laps to go, folks. 34 to go.
Ken, we've got cars together down there.
And they're jockeying for position, but
They all clear.
we've got green flags running. We're off. Here comes Joe Meadows back.
Well, they jam them up down between 3 and 4.
Auckland putting a nose down under Pierce. And is Bloomquist gaining on those front
He
two?
is, absolutely. He's closing quickly.
About 30 laps to go, and that zero car, black and white Bloomquist,
We may have a lead change
is
here.
on the move.
We may have a lead change coming out of 2.
Auckland got a good run on him.
Pierce held him off. But I don't think either of those cars are going to hold Bloomquist off.
Well, here comes Auckland Low out of 4. Pierce still leads, though. But Auckland's right up on his numbers. Let's see if they can pull away from the 0 car. I believe they may be pulled just a... No, here he comes back. Bloomquist working that high line. He thinks it's the fastest way around this track. Let's see. Weaver is in 4th. 5th is Joe Meta. 6th is the
Paul Davis.
A good run.
As Paul Davis has cleared Booper Bear and gotten around Rodney Combs.
Cars are just looking for a place to go back in the field. Well, the top 2 has pulled out to about 10 car lengths over Bloomquist, and he don't seem to be making any ground up now.
Well, those 3 cars, though, have put quite a distance between themselves and the 4th place car. That being Kevin Weaver.
Kevin Weaver and Joe Meadows is the 4th and 5th place cars.
Battle for 6th between Davis and Booper Bear. Rodney Combs hanging in there.
I tell you what, let's give Paul Harris a plug. As he has moved up into the top 10, Paul Harris is in 10th place.
Bear making a move now on Paul Davis. May have him, Ken, down low.
He's working on it.
As they come out of 4 running side by side.
Boy, Auckland is all over Bob Pierce. You talk about 2 identical cars running about the same speed. That would be Bob Pierce and Rick Auckland. Auckland goes low, but that's the way they do every lap, Barry. Every lap.
There's less than a car length separation as they go down the back straight and the front straight, and it looks like Pierce gets a little advantage in the turns. As now they deal with the lap car.
Don't think either one of them's going to have any problem sliding back. And it's still a
Callahan.
And we still got a few laps, Barry, before we get into any heavy traffic, too.
Bloomquist clears Callahan now. He's a solid 3rd.
I tell you what, that 32 car can absolutely get through traffic just as good as anybody anywhere, Barry. I've seen him run too many times. It will not, I don't think, affect Bob Pierce.
Boy, look at Rick Auckland, though. Move on him.
Right there.
Now, Ken, here's where the lap traffic comes into
Watch
play.
Auckland slip down low. He'll pinch him off here. He'll pinch him off. As Pierce goes high. Here it goes. Don't look now. Don't look now. But here comes Scott Bloomquist. That allowed him to catch him. That allowed him to catch him. They'll have to move back ahead of him. Both of them cleared him. Both of them has cleared the 2 lap cars.
So now we've got a 3-car battle up front.
Pierce, Auckland, and Scott Bloomquist running 1, 2, and 3. 20 laps to go, Barry. 80 down, 20 to go. It's a sprint to the finish now. A sprint to the finish. Now the leaders are about to move in on some more heavy traffic. Got 4 cars.
There's been times, well, probably several occasions during the last 20 laps that you could have thrown a blanket over Auckland and Pierce.
We've got 4 cars right in front of the 3 leaders. And Pierce is really moving up on them. Weaver is still in fourth. Fifth is Joe Meta. Sixth would be the 16 car Davis. And Pierce and Auckland is battling lap traffic now. That's the 71C of R.J. Conley.
They're going to put
Both
him
of them
down.
clearing. And here comes Auckland. Here comes Auckland on Pierce. And Pierce is going to hold him off. And now they're working on the 71 car of Thomas Conley.
Bloomquist is right there, but I don't think he's gaining any at all on Pierce nor Auckland.
Bob Pierce now right on the bumper of a lap car of Thomas Conley. Pierce heads down low. Conley's going to stay high. But
Auckland makes his move.
3 wide, down the back chute.
Who's going to
Lap
check?
traffic. Nobody's going to check as Bob Pierce. Auckland is going to be the leader. Auckland, your new leader. Now we got a lap car in between them. That's Paul Harris.
They clear
Pierce
him.
scoots by him. Next man is Jack Boggs to go to lap down.
You're exactly right. They came through there 3 wide and no one checked.
Rick Auckland, your new leader. Here comes Pierce right back on him, Mo. Auckland clears the B4 car of Jack Boggs. And is pulling away from the 32 of Bob Pierce. Pierce has no trouble getting around Jack Boggs. And
Boy, Auckland is stretching it out now, Ken.
he is flat moving out now. Not a whole lot of laps left to go yet.
Bloomquist hung up in lap traffic.
10 to go, Barry. 10 to go. 10 laps left in the Thunder Ridge 100. We've run 90 laps, folks, and I still have no idea who's going to win it.
Well, I tell you, Auckland awfully strong.
Looking good, Andy Barry. They're not going to catch him. They are not going to catch Auckland.
He's pulling away.
Yeah, he's pulling away, and it would take a caution. He don't want to see a caution right now. No way.
Absolutely not. And
Hey, he just cleared Davis, and I believe he was in 6th spot. He is
he
flat.
was. There's only 5 cars, Ken, on the lead
Let's
lap.
try to run them down. It's Auckland, Bob Pierce, Scott Bloomquist is 3rd. 4th is
I believe it's Kevin Weaver.
5th is Joe Meadows.
And 6th is Paul Davis. No, Booper Bear is not a lap down, so
He's there.
he's 6th.
He's the last car in the lead lap. He's the last car on the lead lap.
Davis is 7th, the first car a lap down.
Soon to be only 5 cars on the lead lap. Bloomquist having trouble getting by Jack Boggs. Now he clears it. But I think the only thing in doubt now, Barry, is if Auckland can last the last few laps here.
Well, they have to be winding down.
He has just got a
3 wide.
lead.
He just ran 3 wide down the front straight and put a lap on Booper Bear.
Pierce is nowhere close to even making a move to catch him. Pierce stayed in front of him a long time. But Auckland finally got around him. Rick Auckland started 4th up to 1st now.
So that drops another car. We only have 5 on the lead lap as he put Booper Bear down a lap.
Try to find out how many laps to go. 3.
Ken, he's
laps
stretching
to go.
it out. Look what a lead he's...
They're not going to catch him. Forget that. If his car holds up, the only one can beat Rick Auckland now is Rick Auckland. Of course, Pierce is second, and third is Scott Bloomquist.
Rick's 2 laps away from a $15,000
He's
work
going to get the
day.
white flag. We got 1 to go. 1 lap to go for Rick Auckland. 1 to go. Coming out of turn 4 from Fargo, North Dakota to Prestonsburg, Kentucky, Rick Auckland wins the Thunder Ridge 100.
And a fantastic job of driving because he and Eckert, I mean, who could have asked for better running?
Incredible. Well, Barry, right now, dude.
Okay. Yeah, minute's good. Just come back to me. Okay. Okay.
5 seconds.
We're back here at Thunder Ridge as we've just completed the Thunder Ridge 100, and the winner from Fargo, North Dakota, Rick Auckland, as Rick drove a beautiful race and right up in the front the entire race. Held off several challenges, one from Kevin Weaver. Bloomquist was up there, but all the Joe Meadows ran up front for quite some